Hello all, welcome to EIMS Enterprise Inventory Management System demo series. We will look into how to manage the private finance in EIMS. Let's get started. So under loan, we have now two options: new loan and search loan. Let's look into existing loan first. So now here we can enter the customer name, phone number, and search for any existing loan. So now you can see that for this customer, we have a loan number 6, and just click on it, and you can see that this loan is opened, and he can see that the last 5 dues. So this indicates how the customer is paying the loan. So now you can see that the first one is the previous loan, that is in orange. That means the customer has paid late past the due date, and the next one is the green. So that means, and the before one was in paid on time, and the current installment is number 2, and which is on April 25th, and the amount is 17917. And if you want to check the previous installment, just click on the left arrow. It will take you to the previous thing, and here you can see that it is paid on 31st, and because of that it is on orange color. And here you can see that late fees. So this late fees is added by the system by default. The system will have a nightly batch which will add the late fees. In addition to that, you can also add any late fees or any other charges as per the need. So now let's create a new loan and let's see how it works. So go to loan, new loan, and here you choose the category for which we are going to give the loan, and let's choose the bike, and what is the loan amount, and what is the interest rate, tenure in months. So let's say 12 months, it comes around 9583, and if you put 24, it's a 5417. And what is the processing fee, and when the loan is getting started. So let's take it as January 25th. So now here we can enter the vehicle details. So I'm going to choose existing one, and here you can choose the customer details. So here I am choosing the existing customer. So click on that, and here you come the third page, and you'll see all the schedules. So the first one is the installment, the processing fee, and from 1 onwards it is the EMI. So the last EMI falls on 25/01/2025 because it is on 2 years. If you want to change anything, you can go back and change. Okay, here we have the processing fee because this is a first loan. If you want to check any other loan, any other installment, you can click on the right arrow and move, or you can go back and click on this thing. So now I'm going back to the processing fee, and if you're fine with this everything, customer details and address and all this thing, just click on approve. Yeah, now the loan is approved, and you can see that the loan number has been generated, and the dues remainder, last paid dues, all these things are enabled, and the make payment has been enabled now. In addition, if you want to add any other charges, just click on this charges fee tab, add other. So if you want to add late fee, you can add late fee or any other charges, and this is indicates the percentage or flat. So now it is 3% is this one. So I'm adding 2000 for RTO, and the date, so I added this information for this 0 installment, that is the first time alone. So now you can see that the total due is 4500. Just click on it, enter the amount, and by default it will populate the customer name. So if somebody else is coming, you can change it and save it. So now it is saved, and the print has been enabled. Just click on the print to print the receipt. So now you can see that the receipt has been opened, and you can see that the name and the cash and what are the fees you have and the total amount which is paid. Okay, just right click on it, or whatever way if you want to save it or print it. So now the installment has been paid. So now assume that the customer paid and he goes, and next time when the customer comes again, you can search by his number and you can see that this is a loan number, so loan number 7, and you can see that by default it is the installment 1 get opens, and here the last 5 dues, one is in orange because there is a previous due which indicates that since the user has paid on 31st of 3, it is considered as a late payment and it is in orange color. So now this is the current payment, and you can see that this is the EMI. Ideally in real time we have a system batch which will add the late fees. Okay, so if you want you can add the late fees as well, but in general we have a nightly batch which will run and generate the late fees. For the demo purpose I'm going to run it myself now again. Meantime what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the date of this payment just to ensure that it was paid on time. Okay, so now if you search you can see that the status is overdue, that is data has come and but loan is not yet paid. So when you click on it you can see that this is on February, so it is on overdue, and you can see that late fee has been added. 2 late fee has been added because the current EMI is on February, and you can see that just click on it and you can see that the first late fee is added on 28th of 2, that is 3 days after 3 days of the due date, and the next late fee is added on 30th of 3. So the system will by default will add the late fee. We have a nightly batch which will do this, and if you look at the previous one, now you can see that this is in green color because we had paid on time, and this one we have 2 late fee and it is in orange color because the customer haven't paid it, but it is still bar the due date. So now the total due is 5972. We can click on it and make the payment 5972.24, and now the payment has been made. Just click on the print and you can see that the receipt will be printed. So now you can see that there are 2 late fees and the EMI. The total amount is paid is 57294, and for the vehicle of this one, and your name and the phone number. Okay, now now the EMI installment 1 has been completed. The next time you can close it. Next time when the customer comes again, you can see that for this due, the dues paid is 1 and it is still overdue. Let's see, because the March 25 has been passed and it is in 5, and we have the 5% EMI. We can negotiate with the customer, and we can, if you want, you can reduce the interest rate, and you can see that the interest rate is reduced to 216.68. So now you can see that this has been reduced and you have this remaining due, and you can make the payment. So now this payment has been also done, so that means that 2 dues has been completed, and next is you can see that the status is in progress because it is on April 25th, which is still we have time, so it is in the loan is now in progress. And here you can see that dues remaining is 22 and the total is 24. You can click on the schedule to see that how the dues are paid. So the first due is 0, and the second first due is 0 due is 0, that is why it is green, and the rest of 2 is the paid post due, so that is why it is in saffron color. And the next is pending, which is the current one. So once all the dues has been paid, the loan will goes to the completed status. In this way we can manage all the loans, and we can keep track of the payment made and when the payment has been made and how many dues are pending, and the system will automatically take care of the late fee charges. In addition to that, if you want to add a late fee charges, we can very well add it here itself, but the system will add the late fee charges. It is based on the your own specific configuration, whether it is a 5% or a 4%, or how long it has to be the interest, late fee interest is valid. Say for example, in this case we have the late fees valid for 30 days, so after 30 days the next late fees will be again added. But it is all specific to the organization. The system will be able to allow you to configure the different valid days for the late fees. In that way you will have a system, we have a book of all the EMIs and how, when the customer paid and when the late fee added, all those things will be automatically taken care. I hope this feature will be of great use for you. If you are interested, please email us to support@light-bean.com. We will be happy to assist you. Let's meet again in the next demo. Thank you.